Hi everyone, this is Eversolo. I'm Aki. Today we are going to check out the Eversolo DMP-A8 all-in-one music streamer. It is a versatile and flexible device with rich input and output ports. It can be used as a streamer, a DAC, a preamplifier. As a streamer, it offers you resourceful music services as well as powerful local playback performance. It can be used as a decoder with AKM flagship DACs, decoding up to DSP 512, PCN 768 kHz 32-bit. As a preamplifier, it is equipped with a fully balanced analog preamplifier circuit and R2R volume control, and it supports up to 10 dB analog gain. Additionally, it integrates a DSP module for digital inputs and internal audio playback. All these great functions, all the software and hardware are designed by Eversolo's own research and development team. No matter how you use this excellent device, it is always representing accurate and faithful sound, and at the same time providing you very intuitive and user-friendly experience. Taking a closer look at the DMP-A8, you will immediately attracted by it. It has CNC machined aluminum case. The unique design on both sides is intended for better heat management, which also gives the general look a more sleek and stylish feeling. On the front panel is a 6-inch large LCD touchscreen and a knob for both volume and power control. While the brightness for the screen and the knob is adjustable, you can adjust them in the settings. By long pressing the knob, you can turn on the device. Gently press it again, you can choose to turn off the device, restart it, or simply turn the screen off. Except for the knob, there are two other solutions for you to control the power of the DMP-A8. The first one is to use the included dual-mode remote control, supports infrared and Bluetooth control. The second is the Eversolo Control App, which can be installed on mobile devices, iPads, tablets. It supports wake up on LAN function, so you can remotely turn on the device while sitting on your listening chair. What really brings the magic here is that its cast function allows you to have a real-time control of Eversolo's physical screen on the app. So basically you can do everything with the app. The A8 offers various connections for your hi-fi system. When switching between different setups, you need to go to the source menu, choose corresponding input and output source. When an external device is connected, you can click the settings icon next to the output port to see more information of it. For example, we connect an Eversolo DAC Z8 here, so the A8 will automatically detect and display the detailed DAC info of the Z8 on its screen. Now you are looking at the real panel of the DMP-A8. On the left side, you can see two Wi-Fi antennas, one Bluetooth antenna, a power socket, and a power switch. The A8 supports 2.4G plus 5G dual-band stable Wi-Fi connection, as well as a gigabit LAN port for Ethernet connection. For digital outputs, it has one coaxial, one optical output port, two USB output ports, including one USB OTG port for connecting external storage devices, for example your USB sticks, and one USB audio output port. With all these ports, the A8 can be used as a digital turntable to connect with your high-end DACs. Additionally, A8 provides an HDMI I2 output port, so those DACs with I2 inputs can be connected with the A8. To better connect and protect these backend devices, functions like sample reads, switch latency, volume limit are available for USB and SPDIF output ports. As a high-quality DAC itself, The DMP-A8 supports a wide range of digital inputs. It supports 2 co-audio to optical input, an HDMI ARC-in, and a USB-B input for connecting your PCs or mobile devices. Also, it supports Bluetooth audio input. All the names of these input ports can be customized, and you can also rename the device for better and quicker wireless connections, such as Bluetooth connection, DLNA, or Tidal Connect. On the right side of the rear panel is its analog part. You can turn the DMP-A8 into a preamplifier by using its RCA inputs or balanced XLR inputs, and then directly power it with a power amplifier or active speakers through the analog output port. When you're using these analog outputs, there are 6 DAC filter characteristics for you to choose from. If you want to bypass the preamp session of the DMP-A8 and send the original signal to your backend device, please start the music playing first, then go to the audio settings, enable the volume pass-through mode. In this way, the A8 will output at maximum volume, and the volume control will only be possible through your backend devices. The internal architecture of the DMP-A8 is tidy, gorgeous, and beautiful. You will see that it uses multiple hand-picked audiophile level components. The fully balanced R2R volume control circuit allows you to accurately control the volume and suppresses the distortion and noise for the analog signals. Every time you turn the knob on the front panel, you hear the cool clicking sound of the relays in it. I don't know if you are into it, but I'm kind of like it. For the decoding part, A8 adopts AKN flash rate DACs. The AK4191 EQ DAC is for digital signal processing, such as filtering, and the AK4499EX DAC is for the actual digital to analog conversion. This separate DAC solution ensures you clean and pure and the most authentic sound output for the A8. Next to these DACs are 2 15-second clocks. These 2 clocks are also used for high-accurate digital to analog conversion. It can use to be effectively suppresses jitter and provides you ultra-high dynamic range and resolution for the analog audio output. To further enhance the sound purity, a separate power supply is designed by the engineers. The linear power supply, composed of multi-winding Tornado transformers, is specifically designed to match the characteristics of the analog audio circuit. Switch power supply is for the system circuit. It can reduce the ripple and the magnetic leakage interference, therefore provides you strong support for high-quality audio processing. The music library function of the A8 is powerful because it allows you to view and manage all your music collections on it. You can import music files from either internal or external storage, or scan the files stored on your network servers by NFS or SMB protocols. For those who has large CD collections, A8 has a surprise for you. That is the ability to play and rip CDs by connecting an external CD-ROM. The ripping process is quite simple, and usually it just takes several clicks on the screen. Furthermore, you can select a saving path or the file format for your ripped CD files. The internal storage of the A8 is 64 GB. If that is not enough for your large music collections, then the SSD on the bottom of the device might perfectly suit you. It supports M2 NVMe SSD up to 4 TB, so you can install your SSD onto the A8 with the included screwdriver. The whole installation process is easy and convenient, and it provides you fast, stable, and high-quality local music playback. After scanning, the music library will categorize all your music by different tags, so you can view them by albums, artists, tracks, and so on. You can change the viewpoints or the sorting methods for your music, create your playlist, favorite your like songs, albums, and manage them. Well, clicking the turntable on the right top corner brings you to the playback detail interface, which includes the album art, the track info, playback control icons, and also the progress bar. By swiping the screen left or right allows you to switch between different playback themes. Additionally, the A8 offers different video meters and spectrums for you to choose while enjoying the music. My favorite VU meter is the one with the gears, because I think it kind of reminds me of the old days, and I'm so glad to see that Eversolo organized all these things in a more modernized way on the streamer. Okay, it's time to talk about the music streaming part of the A8. So it natively integrates a variety of mainstream music services such as Tidal, Cobuzz, Amazon Music, Deezer, Hi-Rise Audio, and so on. All these native music services are redeveloped by Eversolo engineers based on the APIs, which means that users will be able to enjoy more user-friendly interface and better sound quality support, such as Tidal Max, Cobuzz, Hi-Rise Master Format, and so on. Since its release, the Eversolo has added lots of music services by updating the firmware. In the future, we will keep doing so to provide our users with more possibilities. In the music apps section, there are numerous third-party music apps for you to quick download, like Apple Music, Apple Classical, BBC Songs, and so on. I had to mention here that for third-party music apps like Apple Music, it is really wonderful because it supports high-rise lossless playback on the A8. By turning on the Eversolo self-developed EOS audio engine, any audio playback will be bypassed from Android SRC limitation, which means it supports direct audio pass-through output. And also, if you don't want to use the A8, you want to use another device to stream music to the A8. A8 also offers you options like UPnP protocol, DLNS streaming, and it's room ready. And you can also use Squeeze Connect and so on. After launching the Eversolo Control App, it will automatically search the Eversolo device within the same local network. If your device does not appear on the device list, you can scan the code on the device screen to make the connection between the A8 and the Control App. Additionally, you can manually input the IP address of the A8 to make the connection. If you don't know what is the IP address for your A8, you can check the settings menu and go to the About interface to get that information. So, generally speaking, the app looks beautiful and it works smoothly and it gives you everything. Well, for the local music library part, you will be able to see all categorized music by different tags just as the same as what you see on the device itself, but the user interface might be a little bit different. For the streaming part, it gives you direct access to all of the native music services, which means that you don't need to download numerous music apps. Instead, you can manage all of these great music services on only one app. Take Cobuzz as example, where you will be able to see all of these wonderful interfaces on the Eversolo Control App. You can play your favorite music, your weekly queue, or just to discover some music, playlists, and new albums, and so on. Click the turntable on the left bottom corner amplifies the playback detail interface, where you can control the playback, adjust the volume, or to manage the play queue on the right side. The A8 supports hybrid queue function for local music library and native music services, so you can add your music from Tidal, covers, and even from your local music collections, all of them to one play queue. You can click the edit icon here and then to adjust the playback sequence of each song. And there are also 4 history play queue for your convenience. If you are using third-party music apps like Apple Music, you might find out that the Eversolo Control App does not give you direct access to these apps. But here's the thing, you can use the cast function on the Control App, so therefore you will be able to have a real-time control of the Eversolo's physical screen. That means that you can control these apps remotely while sitting on your listening chair as well. The bottom bar of the home page allows you to customize them, so you can add your most frequently used apps onto there for quicker access. Last but not least, the app also allows you to view and manage all of your files, switching sources, and adjust the DSP or EQ and other settings as well. The DSP module allows you to create different configurations and use them on any digital input source that is listed on the menu. To prevent signal overflow in the backend modules, it is usually suggested to set the DSP gain at -5 dB. There are 10-band PEQ adjustments on the A8. Different filters can be selected for each frequency band. Even better, it supports customizing the frequency, gain, and the Q factor, which means you will be able to control the frequency response of the audio signal more precisely. Therefore, to enhance the sound of specific instruments, reduce noise, or improve vocal clarity to achieve the desired effect that suits your personal listening preference. The FYR filters can be used to improve the room acoustic response. To do that, you need to use the A8 as a sound card, connect all your measurement gears according to the picture shown on the screen. Then, run an REW software on your computer, start the test, and get an FYR file. You can directly export the file to the A8 as a reference with PEQ adjustment, or calibrate the measurement curves on REW firstly before putting the file to the A8. In that case, the inputted file will automatically apply to your current setup, therefore making the sound system better suited with your listening room, and then offers you more balanced frequency response and more realistic soundstage effect. One more thing I want to talk about is the delay function. If your speakers are at different distances from your listening position, the A8 will delay the signal from the closer one, so the sound reaches your ears at the same time. So all these are great functions of the DSP, but I had to mention that the DSP is only effective for digital inputs and internal audio playback, and all of these sources will be output through the analog port. So if you want to adjust the digital output ports parameters, please use the EQ app, which has a 15-band GEQ and a 10-band customizable PEQ. We have talked about a lot of things of Eversolo DMP-A8, and it is an indeed excellent all-in-one solution. I have spent hundreds of hours using it, testing it, and listening wonderful music on it. Every time the sound comes out of the speaker, I just yeah, that's the right feeling. While we're shooting this video, our engineers have added the Eversolo volume control by upgrading the firmware. and they told me that our own room correction measurement functionality will be added to the A8 in the future as well. I hope you like these new functions, or just share with me what is your favorite part of the DMP-A8 in the comment area below. To conclude with, the A8 is another solid proof to Eversolo's innovative technology and outstanding sound performance. In the future, we will also bring more surprises to all of you. Thank you for watching today's video. Have a nice day.